So welcome back to day 2 of my first weekend back out at the swap meet. It was awesome. Yesterday was a pretty big day in terms of the amount of stuff that I ended up picking up. It's early, so not a lot of vendors are set up. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. As soon as I pull up and get out of my car, someone is honking at me. Turns out to be one of my friends, Mr. Riff. What's up, dog?
What's up, bro?
From Pixel Game Squad. I'm actually trying to make a YouTube video out of my weekend.
I once did that.
It was great to see him.
Ricky's almost here, too.
Ricky?
Yeah. Him?
The first games that we found were a couple of classic shooters for the Xbox, both Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 on the Xbox 360. I understand that Left 4 Dead 1 is largely uninhabited, but Left 4 Dead 2, I understand, still has a very active player base. He wanted $20 for these, and I offered 15, and he took it. I did sort of get a little bit aggressive, which for an old man like me means just grabbing them before the other guys could. So then we kept walking around and looking for more games, but I gotta tell you something. Hanging out with your friends is the best part of this. It's the friendships that you get along the way. But we all want the same stuff. And so as much as I enjoyed being with them, I kind of didn't want to be with them.
He's out. You're out too. And I don't think I'm in either. No gang!
So we all went our separate ways, and I already reaped the benefit of that almost immediately for being very selfish.
You are a bad guy, but this does not mean you're a bad guy.
Duh.
I found this GameCube here for $20. This guy works great, tested it, and I love it when it comes with the original Nintendo brand cables. $20 for a GameCube, you can't say no to that. But hold on, we're not done. He also had a box of PSP games and a PSP.
How much for the whole box? $140.
Normally when I see PSPs, they look just thrashed. This one is really clean. The battery works great. Not only that, but it comes with the original charger, and it also had a game in it, Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories, and it was just the disc only of that. Eventually he said, hey, I'll do $80 for the PSP and you can keep the game that's in it. I'm right at the bleeding edge. I'm not sure if that was a great deal or not, but I still did it. We'll see what happens. If the PSP were not in great shape, the most I would have spent is probably $40 or $50, but because this one is in such good condition, I thought it was worth it. Next stop was a reseller who's there regularly, but his prices are usually really right at the market price. So I dug through some things and found some great stuff. The first game I'll talk about is Star Wars Bounty Hunter. This one was complete in box, got everything in it. I don't think there's like any scratches on there.
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.
He wanted $10 for it, so I was happy to oblige. Particularly look out for the limited edition variant, which just has Boba Fett's mask on the cover. That's delightful. It really is. Not only that, but we had GoldenEye Reloaded. $5 for this game. Great shooter. Certainly is not the N64 classic, although it does sort of reference it quite a bit. It is not a remake. Supposedly that's coming out soon on Xbox Live. I'm excited to play that again, particularly that version of it with no frame rate problems.
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack and see how it feels when 007 meets N64.
Have you ever seen this one out there? Take a look. It's called Pineview Drive. I know nothing about it, but it is brand new. It's factory sealed. I see the European variant up pretty regularly on eBay, but almost never the NTSC variant. And horror games, no matter how good or how bad they are, tend to sort of hold value in the retro market. I ended up picking this game up for I think like $15 or something, but new sealed it goes for about $60. It's not something I want to really try. I have a lot of other games in this genre that are classics that I haven't played, and I sort of feel like I would rather play those ones first, and then if I regret it later, I'll regret it later.
I made a huge, tiny mistake.
But while I dig through, I always look at my phone to kind of look at the value. I don't know, how do you feel? Do you do that? I'm sure you don't. I'm a vendor at events, And if someone takes out their phone and they look at something for what I'm selling it for and they go, oh, it's this much on price charting, or eBay has it at this, which, by the way, I don't think price charting is a great tool to reference in general, mainly because price charting, though it pulls from sold listings, I've seen it go in both directions, where it way overinflates or way devalues the games. So I usually look at eBay solds. That to me is always going to be the market rate for a game.
It's like it's a Zen thing. It's like, how many babies, fit in the tire thing, the old joke,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, you have a point.
So while I am looking through this guy's booth, I bump into Riff and Ricky, and Riff's eyes are just like, you should have stuck with us. He opens his bag and it is loaded. I mean, like loaded with games. Right there in the middle of the stack in Riff's backpack is Def Jam Fight for New York on PS2. Complete in box, can go close to $200.
Great score, man. Give me some juice.
When someone finds a good score, that's awesome. Walking by, this woman has a tub out that has very clearly through the plastic tub Metal Gear on it. I'm like, oh, games, gotta go check it out. There's a couple of things that are priced, and then a bunch of stuff that's not priced. Tried to buy WarioWare from her on the DS. It's actually one of the last DS games I'm looking for. No price on it, and she said, hey, we don't actually have the game with us. It's just the case. But a couple of the games that she had priced were these two. Goof Troop, the label here is not great, but they had this game, $10, easy all day, I'll take that, no matter the condition of the label. And I never see Dreamcast games anymore. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, I think this was $18 or something like that. I ended up buying this guy complete. It's actually in really good shape, and for $18 was happy. Dropped a little bit of cash, but she said, hey, we're still setting up. Come back, my husband's gonna be here. He has a better idea on the prices for stuff that isn't marked. So I'm gonna go through for you the games that I picked up.
Get out, boys! I'm gonna R-U-N-N-O-F-T!
Pokemon Snap on the N64. I think I paid $20 for this, which I thought was a good deal, but looking at it, I think that's about the value of it. Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller. It's complete. I don't usually see this game come up very much anymore. The Suffering, Ties That Bind. It's $10 for this one as well. It is complete. I see the first Suffering game come up a lot. I don't see this one come out a lot. I know horror fans love this game. I haven't really given it a shot. Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus was, I believe, $10 as well. PS3 games you got to be careful about. Anything that's even lightly scratched on a PS3 disc, I found just will wreck a game. Also picked up Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. He was offering it for, I believe, $10 or $15. House of the Dead Overkill, $10 on this guy. Persona 4 Arena. The Persona series has in particularly exploded. If you're looking for this series on the Xbox 360 or the PS3, you want the Ultimax, I believe that's what it's called, game, which is the sort of special edition of this, but this does have the manual in it, and it's a doozy.
Bad guy in little gold.
I offered 10 and they took it, so thank you very much. And then we got some sealed games. Let me show you the first one. Tekken Tag Tournament. Now, it's tough. Sealed games used to be, if there was a scratch in the seal, people were like, great. But then with game grading coming along, that all changed. Now you can see there's a slight tear in the plastic, right there at the top.
You're nothing to me now. I don't want to know you or what you do.
Never see sealed GameCube games, even if they are common games like Lego Star Wars. Almost no copies up for sale at the time I checked eBay, unless I was looking at the wrong listing. A little scratch on the back.
You're nothing to me now.
And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants in Manhattan. This is actually a Platinum Games game. The version on Xbox 360 and PS3 is pretty valuable, but the PS4 and Xbox One, I remember when Goodwills near me were blowing those out for $15 or $20 each, and they just sat on the shelves. Now they go for like $100 each. Keep your eye open for this guy. Still, I paid, I think, $20 for this. It's valued at around $50 or so. Yeah, this is brand new, factory sealed, by the way.
This time, the giant spider got caught in my web.
Progress.
And then lastly, I was like, I'm not spending any more money. I'm basically cleaned out. But he had Metroid Pinball. I've almost never seen this game before. It makes a lot of sense. Shouldn't Samus Aran be a pinball person? Of course, that's her calling. I ended up withdrawing more cash and getting this game, Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime, on the DS. He was only charging $18 or $17 for this. Could not pass it up. I had to go back and get it. So there you go. That was day 2 of my finds. It was awesome. I'm gonna go back. This whole swap meet thing's pretty fun. I'll upload videos when I can, and I'm just thankful that you'd come check it out. But as always, we need to turn it to a more close-up look and go to camera angle number 2 for my favorite find of the morning. What's that? 2 DS games? Metroid Prime Pinball. Dragon Quest Heroes Slime Rancher. Sweet. Whoa. Wow. They're gonna circle the frame. Beautifully. Thanks for watching.